Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Love Queendom. This is a space of love and joy and peace and abundance and all the good things. And here at the Love Queendom, we talk about emotional healing, spiritual ascension, how to create your own reality, and really how to be spiritually sovereign. Now, in today's episode, I wanted to talk about ego desires versus desires of the heart and what the difference is and why you need to know the difference, okay? So, first of all, as I've mentioned in previous videos, this physical reality that we're experiencing, it's essentially a spiritual game, okay? Your soul comes into this physical body. It animates your physical body so that you can have the experience of physicality and you can know what it's like and you can do different things while you're here, okay? And there are so many things that we can experience while we're here, and we're meant to experience everything that we desire to experience, okay? But because this is really a spiritual game, the real aim of this physical experience is for you to come into the knowing, the awareness, the understanding that you are just a spirit having a temporary physical experience, okay? And that none of this is really real, nor is it the be-all, end-all of your existence. And it's not something that you need to cling on to and attach to and make every single thing that you see in your reality a big deal and, something that should move and shake you at every moment. So this is really the goal. And part of that goal is also you stepping into that knowing and then understanding how to shift your energy to birth and manifest things into this physical reality. And therefore, how to create your own reality, okay? This is what you're here to do. When you are able to do this on this planet, you basically ascend, you graduate from Earth School, and you can choose to come back if you want to, or you can go on and do other things, okay? Now, because this is the aim of why we are here, it's important to understand how we get there and why many people actually get stuck on this journey. So the first thing you need to understand is that because we come into this physical reality not really knowing who we are as spiritual beings, the only way that we know how to create is from our egoic self, which is the mechanism in our mind that essentially allows us to feel this separation from everything, right? It's like, I'm me, you're you, they're them, everything is physically separate from me. And that is the limitation of your perception. You view everything as separate and you create from that lens of separation, which means that you have to control things in the physical, or you try to anyways. But also, this illusion of separation that you're living from is also a form of energetic separation from the self-sustaining energy of love, which is God or source, which is where we all come from, right? So when we're living in this illusion of separation, you are also disconnected from the energy of love. And in doing so, or in existing in that state, you also tend to have insatiable desires, but these desires are things that you want in order to make your ego feel good and to energetically sustain you and lift you up, okay? And so this is why many people have so many superficial desires. And there's nothing wrong with having materialistic wants, okay? I will get into that further in the video. But when you are operating from a space purely of wanting to get things to feel good, and you have this feeling inside of you that I need to have that thing in order to feel good about myself, in order to feel cool, in order to feel happy, in order to believe that I will be fulfilled or feel safe, you are operating from your ego. And those egoic desires will never fulfill you, and they will always keep you chasing, okay? And they will keep you stagnant in your spiritual development because you will never really learn truly how to align to your highest timeline, how to align with love, how to create from a different type of energy, and how to complete your soul mission on this planet if you stay chasing your ego desires, okay? Now, desires of the heart are placed there for a very specific reason. And these are desires that we have burning inside of us that we want really, really, really bad, okay? And typically with your heart's desires, these are also things that you tend to face what may feel like insurmountable obstacles to obtain or to achieve, okay? And it is designed this way for a reason, because obtaining your heart's desires requires you to stretch yourself beyond the limitations of the ego, to step into your knowing of yourself as an infinite spiritual being having a temporary physical experience, and to understand how to shift your energy to align to that desire and to release all of the limitations from your mind to obtain that desire, okay? And in doing so, your heart's desires actually help you to grow spiritually and to move closer to, back to your highest self, which is God, and to complete and fulfill your soul mission on this planet, okay? All of those things begin to be revealed to you in more detail as you pursue your heart's desire, right? And it takes a lot of courage and faith and persistence to pursue your heart's desire, to obtain it, and to really begin to step into that knowing and stay in that knowing that these things are meant for you, they're destined for you, and that you can have them, and you will have them if you don't give up, right? And if you keep going and aligning yourself to that thing. But the sad thing is that because many people don't understand this is the game that they're playing on this planet, they end up not fulfilling their heart's desires and sort of getting pushed down, into a low place and kind of being mentally defeated. And because our minds play such an important role in the creation of our reality, many of these people end up getting stuck in lower level reality timelines that are unfulfilling for them. And again, because they stay stuck in their egoic self, they chase whatever temporary frivolous pleasures they can find around them to make them feel good and to sort of ease that inner lack and that pain of, not really fulfilling your full potential, your highest timeline. And I don't want that for anyone listening to this. So, just know that those desires are there for a reason and you are able to obtain them. But it is up to you to release the limitations from your mind, which for many people will also require them to release the belief systems that they've tied themselves to for their whole lives. Religiously is what I'm referring to, okay? Because this is also part of what keeps you stuck in a lower level timeline, is if you cannot overcome the limiting beliefs holding you back from achieving your deepest desires in your heart, you won't fulfill them. You will get pushed down to lower level reality timelines where you feel unfulfilled and you basically give up and just believe that you're not meant for great things, which is a terrible and sad place to be. So, again, to recap, your ego desires are desires that you chase for pleasure, desires that you chase for the joy of your ego, for the high of your ego. Your ego desires are not fulfilling, and they also keep you stuck and away from your purpose and your highest timeline. Whereas your heart's desires push you, they challenge you to stretch you beyond your limits. They push you towards your soul's purpose, and they push you towards your highest timeline on this planet. And your heart's desires are the path to true fulfillment. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next episode.